What up, Posse?
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going? This is Brandon.
And Mark.
I am Sarcastic Chad.
Sarcastic Chad.
I sound weird. Like as I was like tilting my head back and forth as I was saying my name.
I'm Brandon.
I looked like a real weirdo, but you know.
I believe you.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to say this because I'm really curious that why was it so bad? We were talking a little bit because Brandon and I have not seen it. Mark has. The new movie of Harley Quinn.
It was terrible. It had no direction.
Who directed it?
I have no idea.
No one
Doesn't
did because it
matter.
had no direction.
It had no
Get it?
direction. It
Turn yourself down a hair beat.
It literally was just like they just threw a bunch of stuff against the wall and were like, let's see what sticks, and nothing
Better.
stuck.
So it was just, yeah, that's good. So it was just like the new Star Wars.
Yes.
Just incohesive, overlapping.
Well, they weren't riding buffaloes on a space destroyer, but I mean,
Hey, that was peak science fiction right there.
I mean,
That is peak. Like, you know, what else would you? I want to be a fly in the wall in that the writers' room.
it's like they knew that
And
they were going to
then-
get a bunch of people that knew DC lore, and they're just going to take these names and pull them up, like, you know, the Huntress.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
she's in it, and like
Black
the
Canary.
Black Canary, she's in it. But then it's like the characters themselves, just, you know,
The movie becomes more oblivious. The Easter eggs become more
'cause
front and center.
It was just
You know, which is interesting because, excuse me, I was reading about how these movie companies are getting together and going, well, you know, the audience is just too picky. We can't please them. They're sabotaging the first of all, you're not supposed to give, as an audience, we don't give notes. And it's their fault for dropping hints online and then getting trolls that aren't happy either way. And then they try and please them by adding everything. Then they try and go from ages 9 to 90 to please everyone. And then they have like 100 producers. You know, everybody's got to put their take on it. And I think that's the biggest problem is that there used to be just one. If you look, like, one of the best sci-fi movies, in my opinion, ever, is Empire Strikes Back. It's dark, it's gritty, one director, one producer, done. You don't agree with me?
no. I mean, in your opinion,
you got piping cricket noise.
You and
I know,
everyone.
that was a water rushing in the
You and
background.
everyone's opinion, that's like one of the greatest sci-fi.
I think it
movies.
is.
You know what I mean?
I mean, okay.
It's just not a fuego take. It's just
it's like
it's like a lukewarm. It's like the middle of a hot
it's
pocket.
like everybody know. Yeah, there's like everybody knows that's like one of the greatest sci-fi movies. But like like with this, they took like what was good about Harley Quinn.
that
and
gnat just went right up your nose, dude.
I know.
Oof.
They did exactly what they shouldn't have done. Is they made her not the Harley Quinn that was in Suicide Squad that people kind of liked.
But it was the same actor?
It was the
Actress?
same actress.
Okay.
But it was, and, you know, then they threw in Rosie Perez, and
What was she?
she played
the cop?
The cop, yeah.
Um,
And I mean, I like Rosie Perez. I didn't like her in that role. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like she could pull it off. They just,
She could, but it was just like there wasn't any meat to
apparently,
the.
people said it just wasn't the right
There was
script.
no. The script was terrible.
You know, that's the problem with that Daredevil, too, was the way they misused some of the female cast in there, or it just didn't fit right. Rosario Dawson for the
Night Nurse, yeah.
was not a good mix. They didn't give her enough to work with.
Well, she was like one of the.
She's better than that.
The one thing about the Netflix, I will say that they brought in some heavy hitters on those shows.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Where
They
it's
threw
like
money at it.
Rosario Dawson's like a big time
She
actress.
tied everything
You
together.
know what I mean? And it's like Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
You know, she was in
What's
there.
her face? Terry Moss from the Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The chick from The Matrix. The guy that plays Kingpin. He's kind of a big deal.
Vincent D'Onofrio. He also played
he's dope.
Thor.
The guy from
In, like,
the
one
guy
of the
from Luke
70s or 80s
Cage,
things.
he won a freaking Academy Award. That played he played the main bad guy. That,
Yeah,
It's like-
Diamondback or whatever.
Yeah, it's like that
No,
show
no,
went downhill once they killed him, the Bushmaster.
Not Diamond.
But the-
Cottonmouth.
But
Cottonmouth.
but if we're going to talk about Netflix and the way that they handle things, that is why I don't even own Netflix anymore, because they've even admitted and said we don't really see a reason to go beyond 3 seasons of anything.
Yeah.
and they just, they want to get more people to sign on to watch these and go, okay, but now here's this, But the exception is, are we going on season 4 now of Needful Things or Stranger Things?
Stranger
Needful
Things.
Things.
I just watched
Yes.
that the other night.
Chad.
Stranger Things is what on
Needful
season
Things.
4. Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't seen. I haven't watched season
But
3.
that's
I
made
lost
them
interest.
so much money that
Yeah.
they're gonna keep going.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was. Yeah,
But
that's it.
I don't know. I thought it was good.
That was
I
lightning
thought
in
it
a
was
bottle
good.
for them.
They just
Absolutely.
need to. I feel like this season 4 is going to be make or break to see if they get it. To
There
season
probably
5,
won't.
so.
I don't think there will
Here's
be.
the thing with shows
But-
nowadays, it shouldn't go longer than 4 or 5 seasons.
Why?
Like, here's the thing. Say on these Netflix shows, you branch off other shows, which they had done. You give Daredevil 3 seasons, and then I don't need to see any more of Daredevil, except maybe as a guest appearance or something. Then it's a big deal because it's like, oh, you got Daredevil on there. When we were kids and Lou Ferrigno was the Hulk, how often was he the Hulk on the screen? 5 minutes.
I don't like
Yeah.
Lou Ferrigno.
They cost
I
a
know
lot of
you
money.
don't.
Yeah.
Not my Hulk.
Yep, not his Hulk.
He's not
but,
your Hulk.
Well, transition from
You
DC.
sound like you got a lot of
to-
ang.
Yeah.
Lee.
Oh,
It's not my Hulk either.
this is the worst. I'm gonna cut this feed because of how horrible these puns are.
Oh my, he does have that kind of
Yes.
power
Well,
in there, though.
let's move on.
I
to
am
what
Okay,
you got
That's
okay,
why I'm
okay.
above you. That's why I'm above you, everyone.
I thought you said that's why you
peons.
love us.
No, that's
No,
why I'm
he
above
does.
you. I
He
don't
loves-
He
love
does.
you.
He does. At least we can't smell
You
him
serve a
out here.
purpose.
All right, go B. What do you got in
So
there?
we're gonna start with some of my wrestling stuff. 'cause
Ooh, wrestling
I'm-
stuff.
I've become addicted.
You
Again.
become addicted.
Anyways,
All right, this is the Elite Series 17 from Mattel, Zack Ryder with the Internet Championship. This is hard to come by. It's going
What
for
year?
like 2011, 2012, I think. But also in the back, so you could get also Kelly, Sheamus, Kofi Kingston
Fella.
during his Jamaican days, John
Oh.
Cena, and Mankind
oh,
with Mr. Sacco.
you have such
So-
a man crush on Zack Ryder.
I do.
You
I
do.
It's
We
adorable.
got, but this is harder to come by. I got it for a steal at $50, MOC or MIB mint in box.
Mint in box.
Got a special protector on it.
Got a protector.
All right, the next one is also, I think, around that same series of elites. It's a flashback of Shawn Michaels, right as I think he was like around 93,
The
94.
Rockers or version or
Post Rockers.
okay.
And this one's loose, right?
Yeah, I took him out of the box, but
So you unboxed him yourself.
yeah, I unboxed it myself. But this is the classic, like post, like in between being managed by Sensational Sherry and breaking out on his own without a manager, like right before WrestleMania 10. Like,
Okay.
this is definitely like a year or maybe 6 months before that.
Brendan, I want to get with talking about Shawn Michaels. I want to get your opinion on this because I think I'm going to buy this book. The referee that was in the screw job,
Oh, Earl Hebner.
and he's saying that it might have all been completely set up.
Wait, look, on his back it says, "I'm too sexy for this crowd." But no, I mean that's always been a wrestling conspiracy for years. That it was a work to get Bret Hart paid millions of dollars at WCW, and to launch WWF into a new era where Vince McMahon could become the biggest like heel in all of wrestling for the next like 10 years.
You know, I kind of, I mean, I want to read about it, but the core, you know, remember, do you remember the I think it was A&E did the behind the scenes in the life of Bret Hart while that whole thing was going on.
Oh yeah, Wrestling with Shadows.
Thank you. And,
Oh, man.
And remember in the end they had the camera down there and he punched him in the face and knocked him out and he came out.
Yeah.
You know, like he was. You know, it makes sense that it would all be fake.
It didn't look.
Why
real
not
to me.
cross over into the two?
Didn't look real to me. And you see,
Well,
they
he
ended up
tore
taking.
up a
they ended
buttload
up
of all that
taking-
equipment, though.
But so what? That stuff doesn't cost them anything.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
people
expensive.
do it, but people do it all the time. Like
That's
or
true.
Main event guys. Like
What do
Bret
you
Hart.
think?
But
What is
I
your
think
opinion?
it was a legit. I don't know. Like it could
I
go
think it
either
was a
way,
work.
and it's like
The screw job
you
was a
know.
work. That's not real.
all right. So you thought it was okay?
I
all
thought
right.
I
You're-
didn't. I never thought it was real
Mark
then.
Mark Seacamp is a Montreal Screwjob truther. He
Yep.
is all about that. It was a work to get
Yeah.
Bret Hart paid
I would
well,
say.
did he not take over WCW within like
Well, then he got injured.
4 years?
by
No, but I mean
Bill Goldberg.
McMahon took
Oh yeah, yeah,
over WCW from Ted Turner within 4 years.
No, yeah, 4 years, 2001.
3 years, 4 years. The amount of years is
Yeah.
regardless. I mean, because these kind of deals take years to work out.
I'm going to say it is. I'm going to say it was a screw
We're
job.
sending Brett there. We're taking over your company.
I'm going to say it was work. It was a work because it was in Montreal, and because
for
that's where
sure.
Bret Hart was from.
It's going to be
That was
huge
the
there.
only way they could take that belt away
Well,
and
yeah,
make
he
it
wasn't-
and
he
make it
wasn't
look
gonna
legit. Like,
drop
oh
it,
my
so.
God, that's real. They're really working right now. Oh my God.
But Vince McMahon had already
this is
pulled
a
the curtain
shoot.
back, like, a couple years before that it was sports entertainment. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Anyways,
Well,
moving on.
anyway, my next purchase was also bought mint in box,
It's real.
and I take it. I took it. I taked it. I took it
taked it?
out.
I
took
take it
out
out.
of the box, and it's the
The
Legends
box.
of Wrestling Japanese Hogan. So when he
Oh.
wrestled in
Early
in Japan,
Hogan.
yeah,
When he
early
was
Hogan.
putting on solid wrestling matches.
Yeah.
If
Well,
you
yeah, it
ever
was-
watch
it-
those videos, he
it was-
put on
It was
solid
actually
wrestling matches.
It wasn't just him having to entertain
It's
people.
before he got his
Yeah.
leg broke, and then he's like, I'm just going to
No, he got his leg broke like way before in Florida. Like when he
Yeah.
became
Yeah, Mark.
a wrestler, they broke his leg to be like, oh, he won't be back, and then he
Yeah,
came
they
back.
tried to
and then
take him out.
He gained their respect in Japan. But
What year was that? That was
probably
pre AWA.
mid 70s. Yeah, before he moved to
Yeah.
Bloomington. So probably during that time too. So probably mid 70s. Like it had to have been after. Like
He
no,
put on
no,
good
no
matches in
before,
AWA.
like no time. I think before 82. So it had to
Okay.
be maybe 77 or 78 to 82
He was
or
just a
79.
baby.
Hey, Brandon,
maybe
how
3
old
or
were
4
you in
years.
77?
Yeah, how old were you?
I wasn't even alive. I was
Yeah.
negative 10 years old. Whatever.
All right, what else you got?
I got this fanny pack, which
Fanny pack?
Yeah,
an
remember he had the
old
vintage
school
fanny pack?
vintage from like 92, 91, and it has Hogan and Ultimate Warrior on the bag, and then on the actual fanny pack, it looks like the Winged Eagle title.
What'd you pay for that?
I paid $35 shipped for it. I
Oh,
think.
okay.
Like, I bought it like
Wow.
Then I wouldn't open it either.
4
I
years
was gonna say
ago.
I'd probably rock that at a toy swap.
Well, yeah, I got to
Sure.
get an extender though. It's for
You know what I
kids.
mean?
Yeah, it's for kids.
But once I find a fanny pack
Wear it around my
extender,
arm.
You
I'm
can wear it
gonna.
around your shoulder.
I'll wear it
or
around my
something.
arm.
I don't do that. I'm
Wear it
not
on
gonna
my
do
neck.
that.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Just unzip my fanny pack. Here you go.
Yeah.
Here's $5 for that toy.
Here's 5.
Thank you.
I'll take that for 5.
Okay.
All right, and guess where we're bringing this full circle. This is a full circle episode because we're coming back to
Love that band.
DC.
DC. We're not doing this day in DC.
No, we're gonna take a break from that. For
This
a while.
day in DC, everyone was quarantined. So this one right here, we got this has been sought after the Arkham. Which Arkham game is it? Oh, Arkham Asylum. The Joker, voiced by
People
Mark
are
Hamill.
wanting that.
Did
Yeah.
Hamill voice this one?
McFarlane. People
think
are
so.
wanting that.
Look at that, and it comes with, or you can get the
The
Batman,
choppers. And
the Wonder Woman from the '84 movie, right? From the '84, and then
Mhm.
Detective. So this is like the next two in the
I have
wave.
the '84 Wonder Woman in the gold
Yeah,
armor.
that's gonna go on
'cause I look-
clearance.
that's
I'm gonna
cool.
wait till that and the regular one go on clearance.
I don't think the gold armor will go on
I
clearance.
see like at least 5 or 6 of them every time I go.
I wouldn't. No.
But also it has cool chomping teeth accessories.
As soon as that movie drops,
and
those
a
figures
gun.
are gone.
So
You think so?
Yep.
when is it coming out though?
What, the new Wonder Woman
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah.
I don't know.
August.
Who are you asking me?
I don't know. I'm asking
August?
you guys.
DC? I don't care.
July.
Probably.
They say they're open They're opening casinos.
I don't want to talk about this. Yeah, I think it's
All
like
right.
July. I think
Okay.
something like that. But anyways, what else you got, buddy?
We got what is this, Mark? Spin Masters?
Spinmaster first editions.
So let me step away for a second.
3 3/4 inches. These are the newest released ones: Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Lex Luthor, and I'm drawing a blank. I can't think of who the fourth one is right now. I think it was Superman that I might have bought. Hey, who was the fourth figure I had in there, B?
You had Aquaman, Lex Luthor, Wonder Woman, and Superman.
Yeah,
So
Superman.
we'll start with Aquaman.
That makes the
so this is
top
like
4.
cool in between. It looks kind of like Super Friends colors, but his hair and his muscles look like it's like 90s badass.
It looks like very
hook in his one hand.
bright and vibrant colors.
In the words of Chris Rock, you gotta be a superhero to wear an orange shirt and green pants.
Yeah, exactly. And then it has, what are these missions on the back?
Yeah, and then the thing with these, what I found out is that actually the secret, like, little mini pieces that you get in the boxes are probably going to be worth more than the figures.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
they always are. I mean,
the little accessories, but I'm not opening mine, so.
Yeah, then we got Lex Luthor in the power suit.
Power suit.
Like, definitely
like
Super Friends, Legion of Doom.
Definitely, and then that's right before he got hooked up with Brainiac.
Yeah, they all have the same, like, mission thing on the back.
For what these are, and these don't have the first edition stickers on them, and they're kind of like the second wave.
No, this one does. This Wonder Woman does.
But it's kind of like the second wave of these, and I was like, you never know, like with lines like this, because you still see a lot of these on the shelves, and it's like, is that first line going to go on clearance? Yeah. Then these second ones might be really hard to find because like they might not get distributed everywhere. You know?
Did you get the?
Or they just didn't do very well. The second line, there's not going to be a third, and
I got the King Shark. I got the Man Bat. I got the gold Batman.
Anything shark.
Did you get that Superman? Like
I got
the black
Killer Croc.
suit?
I got the black suit Superman. I got a gold Flash, like Flash with some gold metallic on it.
Oh, nice. Is that a chase?
Well, the Flash, they put out two versions. They put out the Barry Allen, and they put out the
Wally West.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And the Wally West comes with the gold, and the Barry Allen's the yellow.
Nice.
But I don't know. I mean, to each their own. I'm grabbing these when I see them. I know other people in the posse. It's kind of weird. Like if you see the trends, people see. Like I was buying monster trucks, and I was like, someone bought monster trucks, and I was like, oh, you bought those too? And they're like, dude, I bought those because I saw you buying them. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
Very nice.
So it's like I'm an influencer.
It's like when Brandon started collecting Hot Wheels, and then you jumped on his bandwagon.
Yeah. No, actually, Mark started it. Actually, no, Christian Takazi, MVP, started it, and I cursed his name
I was just
every
trying
day.
to start a fight with you guys.
And it's like when I was like, yo, I'm going to Perkins, and then you guys wanted to go to Perkins, and then you put them out of business over here.
Hey, that was only partially my fault.
Well, if you tipped a little better, Brandon.
Oh, I tipped fine at Perkins. I just didn't tip at Teppanyaki
The reason
Grill.
why
I paid at the front.
Yeah,
I
we don't
paid
pay
at
at the front.
front.
Yeah, I'll add the tip later. All right, so we're gonna end this episode with these prototypes. I started selectively getting prototypes when they're affordable because they're pretty hard to come by. But these are the for the Guardians. So they're the ones who created the rings for the Green Lantern Corps. They're the ones who run the Green Lantern Corps. They created the Manhunters that they became like a nuisance to humanity. They were like, oh, we're going to kill all of life. So then they're like, oh, let's dip out and let's create new things. So they basically, the Guardians, like, have a history of just creating things and then going, oops, and then either trying to destroy it, capture it so it can't get away and move around the universes, and or just creating Green Lantern Corps, which then spawns the Yellow Lantern Corps, the Red Lantern Corps, the Black, the White. Yeah, each emotion has a lantern.
So basically, these guys are really powerful little mini dudes that have too much power and too much time on their hands.
How many of the Guardians are there? They're judging you too. They're looking down on you. So
I know there was for sure there was like one that like went and joined up with like he sold his soul or something and like was with the Yellow Lanterns or something, right? Like,
well, I thought there are a bunch of them, and each one that succumbed to a different emotion, I think, created
a
that
different
Green
color lantern ring.
Yeah, so because didn't that one of the Guardians that became the fear
this
one
is very, very, very
Sinestro.
reminiscent of the Shazam story.
Well, yeah, I mean, Green Lantern was created after Shazam.
Yeah, colors different. Yeah, that's why I don't like DC.
Oh no,
I'm afraid of it. I'm totally afraid of DC.
This day in DC, Chad was afraid.
This day in DC, Chad's trying to create a militia to go against DC Comics.
I was afraid and alone, and I was curled up in a fetal position, rocking on the floor.
Tim.
Good God.
Tim's got my back.
Tim's got your back.
Yeah.
All right, everyone say hi to Tim. Comment hi, Tim, under this episode.
You would appreciate that.
He would. He
All
doesn't
right.
get enough credit.
All right. Anything else, B? Are we good?
No, that's it.
Sweet.
We all have, unfortunately, no swap to plug, but, that
Outdoor
should change,
swap
maybe.
coming soon.
We're gonna plan something.
Coming soon, baby.
We'll work on something. Mark's brain is working somehow.
All right,
See?
guys. Peace.
All right, peace out.
All right, peace, everybody.